frame before the mid-session interval. And wouldn't Stephen Lee like to win this one? Going into that interval 4-0 behind, first to 6. Not many positive thoughts. Good pot, it needs to bounce, and it hasn't.
Yeah, again, lovely pot, but didn't play it with a whole lot of conviction.
Green ball.
To get on the black. 3-0 down, you need to make things happen quickly.
Stephen Lee, 1.
At the moment, Mark Selby's having a very comfortable afternoon.
Not the best of safety shots, and there's another chance here for Stephen. He just needs to, if you like, fire a big break in here, just to build his confidence up. Now is he going to hold for the black? Just about. Wouldn't say he's perfect on the black.
No, he's just finished awkward. The two reds to the left of the pink, I don't think either of them follow, go in the right centre. I think that's the shot he would like to play off 2 cushions, but...
And that's the problem when you're not absolutely inch perfect. You're trying to do a bit with the cue ball, but no excuse for missing that. It's a bad day at the office so far. We looked at a stat that said his pot percentage was 70%, which is well below what's needed. It'll be lower still after missing the black, of course. 68%. Mark Selby okay at 90%.
1.
I always think you need about 90% on everything, but I'd say long pot success. I think that's reasonable for both players. The only reason that I don't look at 90% is the fact that I think sometimes people are playing shots, long shots, and erring on the side of shot for nothing. But he'd be disappointed with that. He's overrun that. He played for one of those 2 reds into the left corner. Certainly not this one. I know it goes. There's
Going to the other side.
Jan Verhaas does his stooping. Wouldn't have done that a few years ago when he had his bad back. Yeah, good pots now. Has he played it hard enough to come in and out of the ball? Not quite. So he's not recovered the situation just yet.
A long blue that's made a lot easier when you're 3-0 in front rather than 3-0 behind.
Yes, and played it in such a way that if it didn't go in, it would
14.
block the pocket for the red he's about to play.
And also it's, I think insult's too strong a word, but when you're sat in the chair, Stephen Lee, and your opponent's playing those long blues of drag, does it make you feel any better?
15.
No, we wouldn't go as far to say it's a lack of respect, but it means that he's not too concerned about what's behind him. That's how you feel anyway, and it can be a psychological game, this. Well, it is, there's no doubt about it. It's not a team game.
And the fact is that Mark Selby feels under no pressure whatsoever.
22.
Pot this red, follow through and be able to disturb 2 or 3 reds and still be on the black.
$23.
Be a big ask to pot the black and go into the reds, but he may. Well, the way he's feeling at the moment, very confident, could play it. There's the loose red to play for. He did go into him and thought, well, worst way will be on the loose red, and at the moment he's got the Midas touch.
30. $31. $38. Thanks. 39.
Just having a look to see if there's a red in the middle of the cluster that is available to the left corner. He's got a couple of reds he can play for. There's no need to play any cannons now, because that could go wrong. Just basically chip away at what's there.
46.
A little bit straighter on this red would have been better, and he could have just held for the blue nicely, but may have to play for the baulk colour here. Well, decided to come in and out of baulk and back up for the blue.
47.
But he's underhit it slightly. And I did say there's no need to play any cannons, but he may be forced into playing one here. There's that one loose. Well, if he's playing the brown, he's playing for that one loose red.
$51. $52.
Now he did look at the, see if there's a red available into the left corner, the one immediately below the pink. Now if it does, he doesn't have to play any cannons, and oh, and it does go. And he's a nice angle on the blue to play for it. That puts him 55 points in front, 67 remaining, so just a red and a black.
57.
And Stephen Lee will need a snooker.
$58.
Red and a pink will do. 92%, 68% for Stephen. That's very disappointing. And that pink should definitely mean now that Mark Selby's going to go into that dressing room
64.
with a 4-0 lead. And Stephen, well, as I say, he'll be disappointed, but
65.
he's got to start producing. Has he got it in him today to do that? But there's just signs that,
72.
and particularly this frame, that Mark Selby definitely
70.
growing in confidence, Stephen.
Yeah, as I said before, he was only going to get stronger. You don't get to world number 1 without seeing the winning line and punishing your opponent for his mistakes. I think the disappointing thing for Stephen is he's his first time back in the Masters for a few
81.
years. He's back in the top 16 on merit, and he'd have been looking forward to this event, and he's not showing what he's capable of.
Yes, and there was times last season when he really looked as though he was back to his best, but
88.
was it a false dawn?
$89.
keep screw this with left-hand side. He played that one nicely.
96.
Still needs the yellow and the green. Highest break still stands with Sean Murphy at 139, so he's not going to beat that.
98.
Career centuries, 223 at the moment. So make it 224, well played. And centuries this season, already 25.
105.
He had 54 last season, so he's nearly halfway there, and we've only just at the turn of the year. But of course, with all these PTC tournaments, the
110.
century list is going to get higher and higher, as he played a bit of an exhibition shot there, playing that with lots of right-hand side. Playing the double. Well, not quite, but he'll be pleased with the first 4 frames, which is what he could say about Stephen Lee. He will be very disappointed. But Mark Selby marches on, goes for a well-earned cup of tea. 4-0 in front.